Hello everyone, welcome. So, Bustafellows Season 2. I think so many of us have been waiting for this game. I can't remember when the first one came out actually. Wasn't it like it was quite a while back, right? Like 2021 maybe? I remember being in Scotland when it came out. And it was actually the very first game that I got a free code for. So it has like a very special place in my heart. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like my all-time favorite game, but I know it's extremely popular. One of my top 3 love interests is in this game, Helvetica. So, you know. Hi, Kennedy, welcome. Just dropping by. Hopefully there aren't... I don't know how many spoilers there are. So, of course, I'm sort of like... if you haven't played the first one, I would suggest... Oh, God, what have I done? I would suggest... I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. So, apparently, the demo is not exactly like the main game or something. It's got like some bits of the story taken out. I don't know the details, but apparently it's not quite the same, and also the save from this does not transfer onto the full game, so make note of that if you do want to do the demo, but you're like, I don't want to do it all over again, you know. Okay, so let's start.
Enter your name, please.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yep. What is the name of your pet cat?
Select your cat's name, please.
Oh, of course. Hi, lovely Lunarian, welcome. The ending of the first, I cannot, for the love of God, remember how it ended. It's just been so many years, and I always struggle to remember what happened in an Otome game after I finished. Obviously, don't say anything, Lunaria, because some people here have not finished the first game, but yeah, I'll probably just have it open on my phone for engagement. Aw, thank you, Kennedy, I appreciate it. Hi, Disu, welcome. Right, so what shall we go... Cat. I can't remember who was that. That's Limbo. That's Shu, maybe. That's Mozu. I think that's Helvetica, and that's... Wait. No. Maybe Toda is Helvetica. Yeah. And Anna is Mozu. I don't know who to go for. Bustafellows ended up being one of my favourite Otome games. Can't wait for it to be released on Doom. Hi Kitten, welcome! Also ended up being one of your favourites. So you must be really excited right now. I do think the interface for Bustafellows is very unique. 100% agree. My iPad doesn't have enough battery. It's so annoying to watch a stream on the phone. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisu. I'm just gonna go for max. We'll go with Limbo. Oh, it's weird using the...
Welcome back.
Right, okay. Pretty.
ねえ、まあ、事務所も人が増えましたからね。
7年前というと、君はまだ学生だったか。
If this was 7 years ago, would that mean you were a student at the time? Oh my god, long time no see, Limbo!
ねえ、でも当時のことはよく覚えていますよ。あの頃は移民法の論文も書いてましたから、この辺りの情勢については気になっていましたし。
That's right. I remember it pretty well though. I was working on my thesis on the immigration law, so I was pretty curious about the goings on here.
キャンベルが州検事になってから UC が変わったよ。もちろんいい方にね。 集権時の就任演説を覚えてるか？
New Sieg's changed ever since Campbell became state's attorney. In a good way, of course. Remember her inaugural speech?
相手に過去を問うことなく、現在と未来の巧妙だけを見つめる街にしたい。
I want us to be a city that doesn't ask for the individual's past, one that only looks to their present and future.
そう。それこそまさにこのニューシーグという街の歴史だ。
Right, that. Right there is New Sieg's history in a nutshell.
僕もそう思います。
It certainly is. Oh, Hedvigika!
こんにちは。
Hello.
おう、君はあのクリニックの妻が世話になってるよ。
Oh, you're the one from the clinic. My wife's been singing your praises.
お美しい奥様でいらっしゃるから、僕のクリニックの評判も上がるというものです。
It's thanks to clients like your beautiful wife that my clinic's reputation is on the rise. He is 100% one of my favorite characters. I don't know what it is about him. He's unique. I don't know what it is. He's just very unique, in my opinion. Scarecrow being my favorite ally still shocks me till this day. I just knew it would be Shin, Shu, or Limbo. Scarecrow ended up being your favorite. It's really weird. I feel like Scarecrow is actually quite popular. And, you know, you wouldn't expect it, would you, based on the way he looks?
それは君の腕がいいということかな。
And that's thanks to your beautician skills, yes?
美しくなりたいと願う奥様の心が美しいからですよ。
Hi, just came here. What has happened so far? Hi, Carolina, welcome. Nothing so far apart from just some conversation with lots of long words that some of it was kind of politics sounding, and now Helvetica's talking about his clinic. So you haven't really missed much. Oh, that slappable face is back. Just kidding. I like to be back. I can see why I really didn't want to like Helvetica. I was like, please, no, I don't want to like this guy. And I went in his route and I really liked him. And I was like, dang it. Shu one love. Oh, you like Shu. Scarecrow is somehow the only true loser love interest. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. No, it's thanks to her heart being lovely enough to strive to become beautiful.
うまいな。ああ、そういえば君たちはお互い知り合いだったかな。
You have a way with words. Oh, by the way, do you two know each other?
ええ、まあ。
More or less.
リンボ・フィッツジェラルドといえば、ニューシーグでは若くして悪名高い人気弁護士ですからね。
The name Limbo Fitzgerald carries a great deal of weight in New Sieg. Everyone knows the young, infamous, popular lawyer after all.
言ってくれるな。
Buttering me up, are you? Limbo gives off such puppy vibes, though. I don't know. Max is a name that suits him more than the cat.
それじゃ、私はネルーダの宝刀息子に挨拶してくるよ。
Well, I'll be off. Need to go give my regards to the prodigal son of the Neruda family. I meant Shu. I was staring at Amnesia Shu. The music is nice. I think this is definitely a game that I think is more fun played in English, just because the aesthetic and the background and all of that is kind of like a American city type of thing. So I don't know, it's just more fitting in my opinion.
言ったか。
Is he gone?
え
Yeah.
こういう上辺だけの会話って本当に面倒だな。
It's harder to fake small talk than you'd think.
それでも力のある上院議員とのつながりは大事にしてるんですね。
Still, you're taking care to keep up your connections with influential senators.
お前もな。
So are you.
僕は奥さんの方とね。
No, I'm keeping in touch with his wife.
それにしても7年経ってこんなに盛大な追悼式をやることになるとはな。
That said, I'm surprised they're holding such a big memorial 7 years later.
噂じゃ州検事は知事選に出馬するらしいじゃないですか。美談にまとめて自分の功績として美しく見せたいんでしょうね。
Rumor has it the state's attorney is planning to run for governor. She probably wants to put her story on display and embellish her achievements.
あの火事と暴動で大勢の人が死んだんだ。美談にはならない。
Too many people died in that fire and riot. It won't make for a moving tale.
ええ。移民とギャングと地下経済。根本は何一つ変わってませんからね。
Exactly. Immigrants, gangs, the black market. The city hasn't really changed at its core.
じゃあこっちには来ないんだな。
So you won't be coming?
警察はバスワルトの住人が騒ぎを起こさないか警戒してるみたい。今日は深夜版に交代するまで検視局に待機するよ。
No. The police are on high alert. They suspect the residents of Bustafellows might cause an uproar. I'm to be on standby at the coroner's office until the graveyard shift takes over.
昔に比べればこの辺りはずっとマシになったと思うけどな。グッドマンも帰ってきたし。
I think the area is doing much better than it used to, though. Goodman's back too.
僕もそう思う。人は変わる。7年経てば細胞レベルでも変わるからね。
I agree. People can change. 7 years is long enough for every cell in your body to be replaced. Honestly, now that it's been quite a while, I finished the game, I forgave it from the frustrating, and I'm really excited for the sequel. Oh, that's good. It's coming out in May, isn't it? Something like that.
へえ、そういうもんなのか。
Is that how it works?
あ、ナヒ。事件番号93309の遺体は深夜版の検視官が現場で傷を塞ぎ忘れたんだ。血液で発射残渣が汚染されてる。よく気をつけて証拠を採取して。ああ、シュ。ごめん。
Dahi, case file 93309. Night shift coroner forgot to wrap the body at the scene. Blood and gunshot residue got mixed. Be careful collecting the evidence. Sorry, Shu.
忙しそうだな。ま、こんなセレモニーなんてわざわざ来るもんじゃねえよ。ただの人混みだ。
Sounds like you're busy. Well, no point in going to a ceremony like this. It'll be way too crowded.
でも、リンボがスピーチするんでしょ。それは見たかったな。
Shu's voice does things to me. She's the man you are. I love how everyone loves Shu. Damn, already missed 11 minutes. Welcome, Fancy. I think, yeah, no, I'll always be a Helvetica stan. Like, I don't know what it is. He's so unlikable. But there's just something about him. You know what? I think what it was the very last CG of his inside B. Oh, that was like from the 3-point line type of thing, you know? Right, Getson, I'm trying to do work, but his voice is distracting me. But Limbo is going to be giving a speech, right? I'd have liked to watch that.
あいつが取材で来てるから、後で録画でも見せてもらえよ。
You know who will be covering the speech, so you can watch the recording later.
彼女の録画じゃ。ね。
Not with the way she takes videos.
そりゃそうだ。
Fair enough.
なんだよ、お前こっち来ないの？もうお祭り騒ぎだよ。屋台も出てるし。あ、ほら、あっちなんか綿あめ売ってるぞ。
What, you're not coming? It's basically a festival out here. They've got stalls set up and everything. Oh, and looks like they're selling cotton candy.
は？子供みたいって。俺はお前に合わせて喋ってんだろうが。
Huh? What do you mean I sound like a kid? Look who's talking. It's okay, Lily. We forgive you from having a trash boy in your top 3. I've got 2 trash boys in my top 3. It's more a top 2 because there's no third yet. I don't know when that third love interest is gonna appear. I don't know, but...
あ、じゃあな。
Yeah, see you.
そっちの電話はモズ？
You talking to Mozu?
そう。おい、モズ。スピーカーにするぞ。
Scarecrow's silly haircut. Why? Just why? Yeah, hey Mozu, I'm putting you on speaker. Sure.
モズ、晩飯は？カルメンのとことか合流できそう？
What about dinner, Mozu? Think you can make it to Carmen's?
遅くなるかもしれないけど行くよ。
I might end up running late, but I'll be there. Hi Jason, welcome! I mean, Helvetica would be Raphael in the L&D world. Yeah, I sort of see it. But with a bit more of a player vibe. Same, I just have a top one. Is it Sasazuka? Hi Susan, welcome!
じゃあ晩飯はみんなで食べよ
Alright, let's all have dinner together.
そういやさ、クロ。お前7年前って何してた？
Oh, by the way, Scarecrow, what were you doing 7 years ago?
う。7年前暴動の日自分のことでいっぱいいっぱいだったよ。なんかニュースで警官とギャングの衝突とか火事の映像とか見たのは覚えてる。
You mean the day of the riot? I was too caught up with personal problems to care at the time. I did hear about the cops clashing with the gangs though. Saw the fire on TV too.
ああ、そんなもんだよな。俺もモーテルのテレビでニュースを見たのを覚えてるくらいだ。
Yeah, sounds about right. All I can remember is seeing the fire on TV in a motel room.
よう、ここにいたのか。
Oh, there you are. Although, one thing I must say is Helvetica's clothes here. What is going on? Like, just no. I'm sorry, character designers, but what did you do to him?
あれあの子は一緒じゃないの取材に来てるんだよね。
Huh? Isn't she with you? She's supposed to cover your speech, right?
僕らもまだ会ってませんけど。
We haven't seen her yet.
この電話はモズ。仕事で来られないってよ。
I've got Mozu on the phone here. Says he can't make it because of work. Sasasuka grew on you. I unfortunately was never able to like Takeru. I know, how dare I? He's like such a popular love interest, but he's just so angry.
お疲れ様です。
They're really working you to the bone.
死体が届くのを待ってるだけだからまだ疲れてないよ。
I'm just waiting for corpses to arrive. The work hasn't started yet.
どうした？
What's up?
え
Huh?
お前がなんか隠してる時って右目がピクピク動くんだよな。
Whenever you're hiding something, your right eye does this little twitch. Of course it does. Scarecrow's just...
嘘だそんなことない
What? No, that's not. It's like one of the very few Otome love interests that has this throat.
ほら噛んだ。右目が動くかどうかは知らねえけど、図星の時はすぐに噛む。で、何隠してんだ？
Softboy and Helvetica in the same sentence is so wrong. Oh dear. See? Don't know if the Twitch thing is real, but you're always subtle when someone calls you out. Now fess up. What are you hiding?
なんだよ引っ掛けかよ
Gotta be kidding me.
クロちゃん何隠してんだ？
Kuro-chan? What are you hiding from us?
あいや別に隠してるわけじゃないんだけどさほらあいつ前から7年前のことを調べてたじゃん
It's not that I'm hiding anything. It's just, you know how she's always looking into what happened 7 years ago?
陰謀論みたいなやつヒューマンロンダリングがどうとかって。
You mean that tinfoil hat conspiracy theory? Human laundering, I think it's called.
そうあれ俺も頼まれてちょっと調べ物をしてんだけどさあながち陰謀論ってわけでもなさそうなんだ
Hi Lenny,
もしかした
welcome!
らでかい山かも
Yeah, how's work? Is it just getting busier and busier? Yeah, that. She asked me to look into it too, so I did. And, well, I'm not sure it's just a conspiracy theory. It might actually be a really big deal.
金になるってことか？
Think we could make some money out of it?
いや金にはならないけど気分はいいかもしれないやつ
I don't think we'll make any money, but looking into it might be fun.
俺はパス。
I'm out. I love it. The moment money's out of the equation, she's like, bye!
僕もパス。
Me too.
じゃあ俺もパス。
Me three then.
それじゃあ僕も。
I'll pass as well. Oh, Crow!
ちょいもうちょっと興味持ってくれてもよくない
Oh, come on, you guys. Can't you at least pretend you're interested? There's a little, like, speaking in the background, you know?
お前がそう言って気分良かったことないからな。
Every time you say something is going to be fun, it never is.
あの子も一生懸命調べてるみたいだしさ。俺たちも手伝ってあげようよ。ほら、世のため、人のため、自分たちのためってさ。
Plus, she's really trying her hardest to look into this, so let's help her. We do what we do for justice, for the people, and for our own sakes.
どうした？
What's wrong? Shu has such collarbone, what's it called? Collarbone energy? What is it again? Collarbone action. Everything is okay in terms of work, it's just family stuff. Oh no. Hopefully things aren't too bad and go on the improvement, like go on the up as opposed to down. I'm sorry to hear that, Lenny. I love how they're like, oh, crime can be fun or make us money, basically. Oh. Oh, interesting. Oh my god, what? That was kind of cool. Is this the opening theme now, I'm guessing? I know, right? I'm so excited. That was really interesting. I don't know what happened there. That was a little jump scare, right? I was like, whoa, bullet. Oh my god. I'm really curious what happened now. So does that mean Toad? That was Toad, that right? I don't know why I like Helvetica, because like looks-wise he's not my type either. I still don't know what it is about him. Like looks-wise he's not my type. Personality he's not really my type. I find him annoying. So how has he climbed up the ranks of my top 2 love interests? I don't get it. Apparently this opening theme is called 18 by Bestie. That cutscene was really cool. It really was. I like that. Random, but I just got Infinity making. Yes! Have you played even a little bit of it? Because it's like my favorite game right now. Few months earlier. Oh, okay. Here we go. Maybe because the volume was loud, took me by surprise while I was working.
答えが欲しい。誰が悪いのか、何が誤りなのか、そして罰すべきものは何なのか。
We all seek answers. Who was at fault? What went wrong? And what merits punishment? Volume was loud. Good point. Shall I decrease the volume? Like, am I too... is it too loud? Let me decrease it a little bit. Oh. Okay.
この世界の形を保つために、物事は白と黒に分けられる。グレーな部分に目を向ける者は苦しみ続けるだけ。
Oh, sorry, my brain went blank there. To keep this world's shape intact, we divide everything into black and white. Those who fix their eyes on what's grey only suffer.
あれから7年、多くの人に出会い、多くの人と別れた。この街は変わったのでしょうか。
7 years have passed. I have met many people and had countless farewells. Has this city changed?
大人になって物事がわかるほど、人は選ぶべき言葉を選べない。でも、 みんな心の中では分かっているはず。物事は二つに一つだということを。
The older and wiser people become, the less they pick the right words. But deep down, everyone knows all things have two sides.
白と黒、表と裏、光と影。いいニュースと悪いニュース。そして、
Black and white, what's on and what's below the surface, light and shadow, good news, bad news, and
変わるか、終わるか。
change or to end. Yeah.
7年という時間は年月いや月日は
This is different change of pace when I just need to escape this office building. Oh god. Well, hopefully you enjoy it. It's like one of my favorite games. I think it's the music that was a bit loud, but the voice are fine for me at least. Yeah, the voice is fine. Maybe just the background is, but okay. Let's see if I can change that.
月日かな。
I don't want to press things accidentally. Many moons works, I think. How do I...
月日と、はあ、なんでこのスピーチ俺が代打なんですか
Yeah, many moons. Ugh, why pick me to fill in for this speech? I'm trying to figure out how to... I'm trying to find out, like, what button to press to make, like, change the settings and stuff. Maybe because it's the demo I can't. But then how do I save? I'm extremely lost. Let me see if I can find it online. Oh god, Bustafellows. Season 2 PC controls. Okay, right. Right click and left. Right click and left click in quick order. Okay, that didn't work. 7 years ago, a fire in a riot had broken out in Bazo Alto. The preparations for its memorial were now underway. Yeah, that's Bustafellows, not season 2. No, that's not. You don't save, you stream for 7 hours. Yeah, no. Just no. Oh god. Oh my god, what do you mean right and left at the same time? What about the middle button? No, that doesn't work. A colleague from law school asked me to be a substitute just in case, and I couldn't turn them down. So I can't save. Maybe if I go on Steam, it will have the controls. I can use my Xbox controller, apparently. Sorry guys, but I'm just gonna have to leave it as it is. I'll decrease it a little bit because and then I'll just continue.
当時10代だったやつでちゃんとした大人になってて見栄えのいいやつだから
You were a teen at the time, you're a proper adult now, and you're presentable.
ちゃんとした大人の定義は
How do you define a proper adult?
さあなじゃあ当時10代だったやつで見栄えのいいやつだから
I don't know. Okay, so it's because you were a teen at the time and you're presentable. Does escape not put the menu? Escape doesn't work, delete doesn't work, control doesn't work, shift doesn't work, tab doesn't work, spacebar, enter doesn't work. Wait, you can save in demos? I don't play I have no idea, to be honest. Normally, the only time I play demos is like when I'm streaming.
それなら納得ですね。
I can accept that, yeah.
たくまあ検事局が忙しさアピールしたくて代打を用意してるだけだろう。本番はオライリーがやるに決まってる。
Jeez. Anyway, I just had you to be here as a substitute in case the state's attorney needs to make herself look busy. O'Reilly's still the main feature here.
オライリー先輩ってちゃんとした大人でしたっけ？
And O'Reilly counts as a proper adult?
見栄えがいいやつとも言えないな。
You'd call him presentable.
そこはノーコメントにしときましょう。
No comment there.
おっと、もうそんな時間か。先輩、今日は付き合ってもらってありがとうございました。
Oh, it's almost time for me to go. Thanks for helping me out today.
いや、いいんだ。それにしても忙しそうだな。事務所を大きくするんだって？
Oh yeah, happy Steam Fest. I'm trying to avoid it because I know I don't have time. Is it Steam Fest right now? I love it how I didn't know this. Right click. Yeah, right click didn't work. Left click didn't work. Center click didn't work. Right and immediately left click didn't work either. Don't worry about it. That said, looks like you're pretty busy. I hear your law office is expanding.
まだ先の話ですよ。
We still have a long way to go.
ニューシーグのイケてる弁護士ランキングにノミネートされてる男は違うな。
I guess the guy nominated for being New Seek's sexiest lawyer is just built different.
まあ、そこは否定しません。
Well, I won't deny that.
たく、少しは謙遜しろって。
God, have a little modesty. My senior picks up a magazine from the desk and smacks me with it.
何事も正直が一番だって先輩に教わったんで。それじゃ、失礼します。
You're the one who taught me to always be honest. Anyway, if you'll excuse me. Oh, loads of notifications. I do like it how Bustafellows feels very like movie-ish. Another day in New Sieg. Oh.
我らは今日、ミゲランヘル・ネルーダに別れを告げ、神の身元へ送り出します。彼は多くの人々を導き、尊敬と信頼を集めました。
On this day, we say our farewells to Miguel Angel or Angel. I heard Angel, but I don't know. Neruda as he departs to the Lord's side. He has guided many a people, earning both trust and respect.
ミゲランヘルはこのバソアルトの地に住むすべてのものを家族のように愛してきました。
Oh, apparently it's Miguel Angel. I can't speak Spanish. Miguel Angel has loved all who live in Baso Alto as if they were his own family.
彼を失ったのは大いなる悲しみですが、我々にとって彼との出会いは大いなる幸いでした。
His loss comes as a great sorrow to us all, and that is because the joy of meeting him was just as great. I saw Laundromat Manager Simulator on the Steam. I didn't know some people find that stress-free at home. Laundromat Manager. It really is its own genre of otome, which is refreshing from the automate formula we have a lot of in 100%. So way too much automate, that's the problem, and then you kind of start getting a bit bored. No, is this the PC port? Hi Varga, welcome. Yep, this is the PC version. Eating an Italian sub, not Subways, by the way. That sounds nice. Wait, isn't that?
さか帰ってきたのか。
He's actually back?
どうした？続けないのか？
What? Keep going.
その
Yes. The priest is visibly shaken, his eyes darting around like he's looking for help. This coffin, which is only good for being buried 6 feet under a few hours down the line, is much too extravagant for its function. The photo, surrounded by so many flowers that their scent hangs heavily over the entire church, looks nothing like my old man. He probably chose this photo back when he was still alive. People tend to pick photos that look nothing like them. There are many attendants at the funeral, but most of the ones weeping are faces I don't recognize. Everyone I do know is wearing stiff expressions. I know, right? Who is he? It's like 1,000 game demos. There's 1,000 game demos to play. I guess that's why it's a festival. Can I... I look down at him through the open lid of the casket, his arms crossed like he's praying. I've never seen my old man pray in my entire life. The sight of him lying in the casket like a doll in a box is hard to look at. He apparently got a math fashion tip in some magazine about looking in the mirror and taking off one accessory when you dress up. Well, Pa, is this the outcome of your math too? He looks interesting. Is it just me or this character looks way more like 2D compared to the others? Hi Epic Jules, welcome! Hottie, if evil, why hot? That guy in the CG looks handsome but dangerous. Same! I like it too. I feel like, yeah, kind of red, not quite red flag vibes, but mafia boss vibes. At least Mysterious Guy had his top buttoned up. Wolf gets to his feet, snatches a nearby flower and hands it to me. A pure white lily, a flower my father hated. By the way, Jules, if you're the Jules that I think you are, do you know how to get the menu up on this, or are you playing on a Steam Deck? I don't think we can smooch him, sadly. It's always the attractive side characters. A pure white lily, a flower my father hated. It's ironic, isn't it, Pa? You hated God so much, and now that you're dead, you're off to his garden? I like his voice, it's nice and deep. I throw the flower and it disappears into the casket. Welcome back, good man. A good day to you all. Look at his dead eyes. It didn't allow many options for me on Steam Deck other than when I started. Oh, okay, so it's just that it doesn't have it. Fair enough. Guerrero's hair is so pretty. It looks nice. Oh, here we go. News time. The funeral of Miguel Angel I'm getting really confused now with, you know, my French practice and now like with the Spanish name, and was it it sounds Spanish to me, but it also looks Italian, and like my brain is all over the place. Head of the Neruda. I'm gonna just say it with the most English accent possible, get it completely wrong, and no one can say anything. So, the funeral for Miguel Angel Neruda, head of the Neruda family, one of the 5 great mafia families of New Sieg, took place. Spotted in the funeral was his son, Mr. Guerrero Neruda. Miguel Miguel part, right? It's the Angel. There we go. But I can't do that every time. I guess we will only have this stream for the demo then if there is no way to... Yeah, you would only get to see the bit that I stream unless you go play it yourself. My husband have a Steam Deck, but I never was interested in it because I'd rather play at home. See, I would like a Steam Deck to play at home lying down. Guerrero Neruda, aka Goodman, is rumored to have moved to Mexico for some time now due to discord with his father, Miguel Angel. You speak Spanish, so it's funny the way you said it. I'm probably butchering the language. It's just really hard. Miguel Angel. I love my Steam Deck so I really want one. It's just so expensive, which, I mean, I get it, but... His return to the country from Mexico to attend his father's funeral has garnered significant attention. Oh, so it can't be Miguel, it's Miguel. Miguel. Oh, God. Tota speaks a tiny bit of Spanish, it's so cute. Aww. I tried speaking Spanish, I'm bad, my southern accent. Well, I can't imagine a southern accent with a Spanish. So when I was doing my Spanish classes back in secondary school, I kept being told that, because obviously you do French and Spanish. When I spoke French, I had an English accent, but when I spoke, or at least tried to speak Spanish, I was told I have a Japanese accent. So I just find it funny. My brain clearly just tries to associate it with sounds that I'm used to, and Spanish kind of sounds Japanese, I'm not gonna lie. To be honest, I just went it with my French accent. I never was one to be good. Let's try and say it in a French accent, shall we? Was it Miguel Angel? Angel. Is that more French? Miguel Angel. I can't. I love French though. It sounds so pretty. So tough to speak, but... Is that all you have to say? This is pretty big news. Well, yeah, but I can't exactly wrap my head around this family thing of theirs. And you call yourself a journalist? You're being way too complacent. The 5 great mafia families of New Sieg, the 5 major gangs, they call these people all sorts of names. Traced back to their roots, they're immigrants who rose to power during the city's early days and divide their influence amongst mafia families and gangs. Well, this is all from a long time ago. So long as you live your life peacefully, you don't really run into the 5 major gangs. The vowel sounds in Japanese are surprisingly similar. Yeah, I agree. My first name is Spanish for some reason. I speak a bit of French at Alonzi. Spanish is actually very close to Japanese sounds. I think it has to do with the fact that we're first group of strength. And there are some words that, you know, actually sound Japanese. Like, I remember, and not in a good way. I think there was, I think it was like, what was the exercise book or notebook or something? It's un cuaderno or something like un cuaderno. And it sounds like, is a poop about to come out in Japanese? And I remember like practicing my speech for my Spanish class and my mom was like, sorry, what did you say? She was like, un cuaderno? Oh, so funny. It's like Bustafellows meets Pure Fiore. That'd be the best crossover ever. That would be nice. In katakana, that name would be Miguel Angel Neruda. You just have to replace the letter R to L in it, except on the Neruda part. So I'm saying it better if I say Miguel Angel Neruda. Obrigado, arigato. Yeah, un cuaderno. Yeah, notebook, exercise book, whatever it was. But obviously the Spanish version as opposed to a different Spanish version. I had the same issues back in high school. I would have Spanish coming to mind in Japanese class and the reverse. They do sound surprisingly similar, right? Oh. Okay. Where is Mary when we need her? Oh, she's so like MIA recently. Well, this is all from a long time ago. So long as you live your life peacefully, you don't really run into the 5 major gangs. They may be mafia families and gangs, but they don't fight against each other, and most illegal activity in the city can't actually be traced back to them. And let me switch. Apparently, there's a delivery coming and I need to be able to hear it, which is going to be difficult. Let me just decrease it a little bit for me. Spanish with a British accent. I'd say Miguel Angel Nelda, however you say it, with an English accent would be Miguel Angel Neruda. Which is not cute at all, to be honest. I really don't like the British or English accent. I just think it sounds awful when we pronounce other accents, like, or try to, you know? There may be mafia families and gangs, but they don't fight against each other, and most illegal activity in the city can't actually be traced back to them. While it's true that gangsters deal in drugs and weapons, they don't engage in illegal activity 24/7, like you'd see in a crime drama on TV. I don't think they're good people or anything, but you know, that's just what you'd call a black market. Why are you being sympathetic to criminals? Does dating a bad guy make you go bad too? Delivery at that time, I think it's like an eBay delivery, so it's not even food, it's an item. Come on, Limbo's not a bad guy. I think he's pretty bad if people call him a crooked lawyer. It made the news just the other day. He used some kind of legal loophole to sneak a win in a case. He isn't breaking the law, plus he's been taking a lot of pro bono work. Doing a little bit of good doesn't cancel out the bad. You're just salty because Limbo always talks you down in court. That's not true. That's definitely it. Seeing Luca reminds you of the discovery we had at the end of the game. But like, our poor girl, I don't remember. I don't remember any of these discoveries or like plot twists. I don't remember like anything apart from the very last CG of Helveticus. But everything else, I can't remember. Well, I speak American. Oh my god. Fine. If you're fine with him, that's all that matters. So, how's it going with your job? I pitched some projects for a fashion magazine, but I got turned down. Oh, but I got a 6-month contract with the Newsweek Digest. You know, the small monthly magazine you see on newspaper stands?
ああ、知ってる知ってる。いつから乗るの？定期購読予約しなきゃ。
Oh yeah, I know it. When your article's gonna be on it, I'll order a prescription? A subscription.
とりあえず、今はテーマについて相談中。
So American are large
SNS で話
size.
題になってるような噂を取り上げてほしいって言われてるんだ。
So American are large size drink cups is a bucket. Oh god. I'm looking into the right topic right now. They want me to look into rumors on social media.
噂？ゴシップネタとか？
Rumors? Like gossip?
ブラックホークの失踪者とイーライ製薬の関係とか、7年前のバスアルトの放火事とか、あ、ほら、さっきのネルーダファミリーのボスの交代とかとか。
Like the link between people going missing in Black Hawk and Eli Inc., or the huge fire in Baza Alto 7 years ago, or what we just heard about the head of the Neruda family changing.
みんなが気になる時事ネタを SNS で話題になってる噂と合わせて分かりやすく解説するみたいな感じ。
They want me to gather topics everyone's talking about on social media and sum it up in a way that's easy to understand.
面白そうじゃん。
And that sounds interesting,
でしょ？
right?
私もさ、気になって調べてることがあるんだ。
There's actually something I'm looking into too.
調べてること？
What's that?
ほら、ブラックホークの失踪者のこと前に調べてただろ。そんで、危ない目にもあった。
You remember how I was investigating people who went missing in Baza Alto a while back? Like when I got in danger?
うん。
Yeah. Luca was looking into the link between people going missing in Black Hawk and Eli Inc. when someone attacked the police station. Luca died when it happened, and I went back in time to save her.
ごめん。あの時のこと思い出させたいわけじゃなくて。
Sorry, I didn't mean to remind you of what happened.
うん。
Yeah.
この町はいたはずの人がいなくなるだけじゃない。いないはずの人がいることもある。
What I'm saying is, just like there are people who existed in this town and went missing, there are people who shouldn't be here who pop out of nowhere.
それ、どういう意味？
What do you mean?
悪い。気にしないで。まだよく分かってないことの方が多いんだ。ま、表だって動いたらまた殺されるかもしれないし、気をつけないとな。
Sorry, forget I said that. There's a lot I don't understand about this yet. But I have to be careful about this. If I'm too open about this, there might be another attempt on my life.
もうルカ、冗談で笑ってられることじゃないんだよ。本当に気をつけないと。
Oh, Luca, you can't joke about stuff like that. Really, be careful.
分かってる分かってる。
I know. I'm skinny and short so people think I eat small portions. It still throws me for a loop to have a main character voice acted. I was trying to think of like games where the characters, like the main characters are voice acted, and was Nor 9 voice acted the main characters? Because I can't remember. I know Jack-chan, Variable Barricade, this is voice acted. And then we've got... Is Nor 9 voice acted? I just can't remember. I feel like it was though, but maybe it wasn't? Also, I wish I can stay longer, but lunch break is almost over. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for coming by, Lenny. See ya. Take care. I know.
私は本気で言ってるの。
I'm being serious.
分かってる。もう、あんたがあんな顔するのは二度と見たくない。
I know. Seriously, I don't want to see you look like you did back then.
この町に来た不法移民も、いつの間にか消えた失踪者も、もしかしたら、私個人には関係ない問題かもしれない。
Yes, in Nor 9. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I wasn't imagining things then. The VA budget must have been something else. They can clearly afford it. Undocumented immigrants who come to the city and people who go missing all of a sudden. Those situations might not have much to do with me.
知らないことを知らないままにしても生きていけるし、わからないことをわからないままにしても問題はない。でも、できることなら、わかろうとする人間でいたい。
You can live your life without ever knowing the unknown, and get by without ever understanding things you don't grasp. but I want to be the kind of person who tries.
あんたが教えてくれたんだよ。警察にいると真っ黒な話ばっかり耳にするし、この街も汚いことばっかりあるだろ。
You taught me that. Really, being in the police, you hear a lot of dark stories, and there's a lot of corruption and gloom here.
でもさ、この街もあんたがいるならそう悪くない。
But you know what else this city has? You, so it can't all be bad. Luca.
でもさ、あんたも仕事頑張ってくれないとこの街で生活していけないよ。大丈夫なの？
Still, you need to work hard or you won't last in this city. You okay on that front?
頑張ります。
I'll try.
いいよ、携帯見ても。彼氏からのメールでしょ？
Go ahead and check your phone. A text from your boyfriend?
仕事の連絡かもしれないじゃん。
Maybe it's work related. You don't know. You've got mail. Limbo, you're out drinking with Luca today, right? How are you getting home? Need a lift? Thanks, I'll text before I go home. Loving the emoji.
なーにニヤニヤしちゃってんの？
Why are you smirking? I hope they keep the timer mechanic for choices in this game too. Oh god, I remember that. But I cheat, I just go to the home button so that then I can think about what option to pick. Another game where the protagonist has a voice is My Next Life as a Villainess. Oh yeah, I forget about that one because I didn't really enjoy it, unfortunately. It's the one game I was like, that's it. I played one route and I'm not playing anymore. It's the one game.
今日はルカと飲みに行く日でしょって話。
We were talking about how you and I are going drinking today.
そうだったそうだった。今日は早く上がれそうだから、私の方が先に着くかもな。
Oh right. I'll be getting out early today, so I might get there first.
私だって遅刻しないよ。
I'm not gonna be late either.
アダムがいれば絶対にビリにはならないのに。
If Adam were here, neither of us would be the last one there.
そうだ、アダムといえば手紙届いたの。
Oh, speaking of Adam, he sent me a letter.
アダムから？
Oh yeah?
ポストカードなんだけどね。これ。
Technically, he sent a postcard. Here, look. Don't be afraid of change. All things must change little by little, but they won't disappear entirely.
なんかどうしたの？
What's wrong, Luca?
いや別に。っていうかあいつ電話出ないくせに、もしかしてうちらの会話を盗聴でもしてんじゃないの？
Huh? Oh, nothing. Seriously though, he doesn't pick up the phone, but I swear, he must have us bugged because he's totally listening to our chats.
うちらが仲直りっつうか、金曜の集まりを再開するぞって時に、ちょうどこんな手紙を送ってくるなんてさ。
Sending us a letter like this just when we make up and start hanging out every Friday again.
アダムはいつだって何でも見通しだもんね。
Adam always did see right through us.
怖い怖い。そういえば私も渡すもんあるんだった。これこれ。
Ah, scary stuff. Oh, right, I have something to give you too. Here. Bay and B. Whoa, aren't these limited time stickers? And is it bad that I really want one?
この前、ダイナーで飯食ったらもらったんだよ。あんたこれ好きだったろ？
I got taken out to eat at a diner a while back and got them there. You like these, right? And I am tempted to do a little doodle of this because it looks kind of cute and I haven't drawn anything in a while. Cool. Bay and B. Adam is the perfect boyfriend material. Why can't I romance him? I know, I was so sad that he's not. Like, I thought he might be a secret route, then I was disappointed. Yeah, Bay is so cool. He is? Is he? Luke and I thinking the same thing. It's just this confident smile on its face kind of reminds me of Limbo. Plus the way he acts all spoiled despite being so mature.
私は B の方が好きだな。なんかこう、ちょっとあんたに似てるし。
I like B better, personally. He reminds me a little of you.
似てるってどこが？
Huh? How am I like B?
食べることが好きなところとか、
'Cause
食い
you're
しん坊なところとか。
Because you're such a glutton.
食べることしか言ってないじゃん。もう私こんなにムチムチじゃないもん。
Why is your only comparison food related? Geez, I'm not that chubby.
そのうち体型まで似てきたりしてな。
Who knows? Maybe one day you'll wind up looking like B too.
なりません。でも B は可愛いから似ててもいいもん。
I will not. B's cute though, so I guess I wouldn't mind.
はいはい、あんたも B も可愛いよ。じゃあ私は仕事に戻るね。また夜にな。
Yeah, yeah, both you and B are cuties. Anyway, I gotta go back to work. See you tonight.
またね。
See you. Now then. It says archives, but I can't go to them. None of the buttons work. Now then, I should sort things out before I meet the editor-in-chief. There's the New Seek Today's column and my articles on the New Seek Digest. Both want me to write about things everyone wants to know about and what everyone thinks about them. In terms of what's popular right now, there's the famous social media influencer Yuno. He looks like a social media influencer. He's not a celebrity in a big talent agency or anything, but the action videos he uploads on social media and live streams where he chats with people garner him a lot of popularity. He's popular, and lately, he's been taking modelling jobs. In general, however, people are more interested in his primary job as a stunt double. It feels like he's updating his social media every day, and all day long at that. It's a little overwhelming. And speaking of social media, there's also the popular singer, Bestie. Oh, I see. He's gained a lot of fame recently too, but no one knows anything about his private life. He looks a bit like Mozu. He often performs on social media, singing and playing the piano and guitar. He posts just about every day, but aside from music, there are no sightings of him or information about him. Articles about entertainers are easy to work on, but they always end up being kind of samey. Not that I want to start writing about scandals. Other than that, people on social media talk about the events of the day. There's the state's attorney running for governor, and the Neruda family's involvement with the fire 7 years ago. There was that fire and the clash between gangs and the police. Back then, it all felt like something from another world. The streets were lined with people who died in the fire. The police and the gangsters were shouting, but to me, it was just something that happened on TV. I had a lot going on in my personal life back then. He's the black and white hair guy I look forward to. He is really pretty. He looks like Mozu. I had a lot going on in my personal life back then. 7 years ago. Huh?
こんにちは。
Hello there.
びっくりしたな、もう。
Jeez, don't scare me like that. Yeah, none of the buttons. I don't think the demo has the settings for a menu because, like, I have literally pressed every button you could possibly think has anything to do with the menu and none of it has worked. Be right back. I need to take my pills.
Teuta さんはお仕事中ですか?
Are you working right now, Tota?
そう、ちょっと悩んでるところ。
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do.
何を悩んで?
Hey, what's on your...
何? どうしたの?
What's wrong?
前にもこんなことがあったなって。あの日もどんな記事を書きたいのかって悩んでましたね。今日はどんな悩みなんですか?
We had a conversation like this once before. You were trying to figure out what article to write back then, too. So, what's on your mind today?
似たような悩みだよ。ニューシーグトゥデイもメインが電子版に移行するからってコラムは隔週に減るらしくてさ。だから新しいスタイルの記事を書かなきゃなって思ってたとこ。
About the same problem as back then. The new C today is going digital, so my column is bi-weekly now, meaning less work. I'm trying to figure out a new direction for my writing.
なんか私の悩みっていつもこんなことだね。
Kind of feels like that's on my mind most of the time.
テウタさんにとって大事なことだから悩むんですよ。そのメモ見てもいいですか？
Well, that's because you care about your work, Tota. Can I look in your notebook?
インフルエンサーのユノにアーティストのベスティ
Okay, so it's not Juno, it's Yuno. The influencer Yuno and the artist Bestie?
そう、最近どこに行ってもベスティの曲がかかってるでしょ。すごい勢いで人気になったなって。でも私、エンタメの記事って本当に苦手なの。
Right, you see Bestie's song on billboards everywhere now, right? He's really gaining a lot of traction. But honestly, I'm bad at writing about the entertainment industry. The UI performance on the original game left a lot to be desired too. I actually quit because I got stuck in the root of the lie I really didn't want to, and the skip mode took ages. Was there no skip to next option function?
ベスティについてはカルメンさんの方が詳しいかもしれないですね。
You might want to ask Carmen about Bestie. She knows a lot about him.
そうなの？
Huh? She does?
熱狂的なファンなんですよ。グッズをいっぱい買ってたし、ラジオに毎日リクエストを送ってるし、SNS もずーっとチェックしてるし。
She's a huge fan. She buys a lot of his merchandise, sends requests for his songs on the radio every day, and always checks his social media.
カルメンさんがそんなに夢中になるなんて、やっぱり気になるな。
If he's got Carmen so excited about him, that makes me even more curious.
これは7年前、バソアルト。
And this, 7 years ago, Basso Alto?
そう。バソアルトの大火事から7年経っていろんな噂があるじゃない？
Oh yes.
本当なのかなって感じはするけど。
Oh yeah, it's been 7 years since the Great Fire in Basso Alto, and now there are a lot of rumors going around.
コーヒーのおかわり。
Who is this guy? He looks like a ghost. Oh my god. Would you like a refill?
じゃあ半分くらいだけ。もうそろそろ出なきゃいけないので。
Oh, just fill it up halfway, please. I should be leaving soon.
カップ変えなくていいの？
Wouldn't you rather I get you a new cup?
いえ、足してもらって大丈夫ですけど。
Nah, you can just refill this one.
コーヒーとミルクのバランス気にならない？
You don't care about the balance between the coffee and milk?
別に大丈夫ですけど。
No, it doesn't really bother me.
そう？おかわりどうですかって言うと入れてくれって言うのに、それで継ぎ足したら今コーヒーとミルクのバランスがちょうどよかったのにっていう人いるんだよね。
I can sort of understand that though.
そうなんだ。私はそうじゃないから大丈夫です。
Really? Well, I'm not that picky, so it's a-okay.
それはよかった。
That's good to know.
ごゆっくり。
Enjoy.
どうも。
Thank you. The coffee did taste a bit different. The balance between the coffee and the milk was, in fact, off, but I don't think I'd have noticed it if you hadn't pointed it out.
7年前。
7 years ago.
僕は21でした。テオと施設を飛び出してから7年くらい経った頃で、ルイ・ロペスも大きな組織になっていました。
I was 21 at the time, and it had been 7 years since Teo and I escaped, and Rui Lopez was becoming a big organization.
たくさんのつながりと大きな力。いろんなものが見えるようになって、助けられないものの多さを知った頃です。
We had connections and great
テ
power
オとすれ違うようになったのも、あの頃だった気がする。
that made us see things we didn't know before, realize how many lives we failed to save. That's when Tia and I started drifting apart. Is it bad that I'm like, I want the interaction with the love interests and I'm getting a little bit bored? I guess, is this like the kind of recap phase where we have to read through this stuff because it's like the world building or whatever?
僕も一緒に調べてもいいですか？
Would you mind if I looked into this with you?
アレックスも？
Huh? You want to help, Alex?
実は僕もずっと気になってたことがあるんです。
I've been curious about this for the longest time myself.
そうなの？じゃあ私も情報共有する。頼りにしてるよ、アレックス。
Really? I'll share what I find with you too then. I'll be counting on you, Alex.
はい。これでパートナーですね。
Yes, that makes us partners. Alex grins and sticks out his fist.
オッケー。よろしくね、パートナー。
Okay, let's do this, partner. We bump fists, then Alex nods and walks away. Alex was 21 years old 7 years ago? Peach is impatient to get to the good stuff. I don't know, I just... yeah, I don't know. I'm just not really, I'm not as hyper as I normally am, let's put it that way. And I think it's the lack of L.I.ness. This is plot. Yeah, but I like a good mixture of plot and romance. I think that was the issue I had with this though, because this is definitely, in my opinion, not an otome game, but more a visual novel. Which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Just obviously, I read otome games more than visual novels for a reason. They have to be like intensely dodgy for me to want to read a visual novel, like Raging Loop. I don't know. Okay, I still have some time until my meeting with the editor-in-chief. He's very shiny. It's the dreaded common root dread, right? Oh look, it says water on his t-shirt, right, Irisu? But without the part. Sorry, I love it when I see French words now because I actually like recognize them and it makes me really excited. Reflected in my phone screen, I see an unfamiliar man peering down at me from above. I look up and find him staring at my face.
どうして7年前のことが気になるの？
Why are you so curious about what happened 7 years ago? Huh?
調べて記事にするんでしょ？
You're researching for an article, right? Looking into rumors? Define dodgy. Like hardcore messed up to the extent you're like, whoa, what did I just read? Or like really creepy. Or yeah, just something really dark basically. Visual novels have to be like that for me to have any like ounce of interest. If it's like slice of life, game over. Otome games, I can deal with it. Even if, especially if there's bittersweet endings. But a slice of life visual novel sounds like my worst nightmare. Kinda creepy. Kinda creepy. Yeah, it is indeed. Oh, my dyslexic ass didn't see the A at first though. The A looks like an O, to be honest. But see, I know some French. Just a little bit. What's it in Spanish? Pequeño. Nice taste. You're researching it for an article, right? Looking into rumors? Are you?
君はコーヒーとミルクの割合が気にならない。ニューシーグトゥデイの記者で、パライソガレージの店員と仲がいい。
You don't care about the balance between the coffee and milk. Are a reporter for the New Seek today and get along with an employee of Paraiso Garage.
それと、名前は多分テウタ。
And your name is Tota, which I find it funny because he says tabung. So it's like, and your name is, I'm guessing Tota.
ちょっと待ってよ。何？
Wait, hold on a second. What?
ついさっき、ハリー&キースで会ったでしょ？
How could you forget a guy that looks like this? Like, I'm sorry, but he's so shiny. Don't you remember? We just met at Harry and Keith's. Hi, Susan. Welcome.
ハリー&キースでって もしかしてさっきの店員さん？
We did? Wait, are you that waiter?
そう。まあバイトだけどね。そんで君が面白そうな話をしてたから本業の方の血が騒いじゃってさ。それで7年前の話なんだけど。
Yep, that's just a part-time gig though. And hearing you bring up some interesting topics reminded me of my main job. So, about 7 years ago.
ストップ。ハリー&キスの店員が一体何なの？なんで私のことそんなに知ってるの？本業って何？
Light novel Gojo. He's got pretty eyes. Gojo's the character from Jujutsu Kaisen or something like that. I remember watching like the anime and then his eyes are revealed and they're all sparkly and I remember going, Otome Game love interest! The only visual novel I was able to play was Narcissus, and I'm still heartbroken about it, though I'm also traumatized by the amount of car talk I understood nothing of. What's Narcissus about? The only visual novel that I've enjoyed so far is probably Raging Loop, but I'm really curious about Fata Morgana. Stop, what's a waiter got to do with this? How do you know so much about me? What's your main job?
ごめん、最後の質問しか聞こえなかった。僕の本業だっけ？ニューシーグヘラルドの特命調査員ってとこかな。でさ、さっきの7年前の話なんだけど。
Sorry, I only heard that last question. What's my main job, you ask? I'm an anonymous investigative reporter for the New Seek Herald. So, about 7 years ago.
だからちょっと待ってってば。話は一つずつ。私たち自己紹介も終わってないでしょ？
I said wait a minute, keep it one topic at a time. We haven't even finished introductions yet.
そうだった。
Fair point. Sorry. Oh, this little face.
とりあえずあなたが誰なのか教えてくれる？
So, could you tell me who you are?
君、ニューシーグヘラルドは読んでる？ウォッチャーって聞いたことない？
Do you read the New Seek Herald? Maybe you've heard of the Watcher.
ウォッチャーってあのニューシーグヘラルドのお抱え情報筋って噂の。
You mean the person who's the New Seek Herald's go-to source for rumors? This albino guy looking like he could belong in the cast of Tokyo. He looks so shiny, I love it. The Watcher is a pretty well-known name. They've made quite the reputation for themselves as a reliable source of information. I never thought that they were an individual, but the name of a team of investigative reporters.
僕がそのウォッチャーだよ。
Well, the Watcher is yours truly.
嘘？本当に？
No way, really?
あ、それでどうして私のこと？
Then how do you know about me?
だって君、なんか呼びにくいから名前で呼んでいい？いいよね。テウタが堂々と見せてたじゃん。7年前のことを調べてるって。
I mean, This is kind of awkward. Can I call you by your name? Yeah, let's go with that. Anyway, you showed me your notebook, Teuta. It said you're looking into what happened.
見せてたって、私がノートに書いてたの勝手に見たんじゃないの？
I didn't show you anything. You were reading it without my permission.
だって隠してなかったでしょ？
You weren't hiding it, so...
まあちょっと見えづらかったからどうでもいい質問して会話を引き伸ばしてたんだけど。
Oh, oops. And I can't go back because it doesn't have the option. Narcissus is about one guy with a terminal illness and he runs away with a girl who's even more advanced in her terminal illness and she wants to just choose... Oh my, that sounds like the most depressing game I've ever heard of.
そうだろうと思ったけど。で、もう本題に戻っていい？
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, can we get back to the topic at hand?
本題ってさっきから言ってる7年前のこと？
You mean how you've been asking about the past?
そう。どうして調べてるの？
Fata Morgana is messed up and the quintessential definition of multiple plays, VN. You literally have to go through it several times to know the story. If that is your cup of tea, I'd recommend. Ah, no VA at all. No VA at all to me means that I'll get through it quicker. Look, I love voice actors, and my dear god, anyone who watches this is gonna be like, how dare you, Luli? Personally, voice actors, I always feel like gets in the way, because especially when I'm reading it in English, I'll read the English, and then the voice actor comes on, and then I get really confused in my head, because then I'm like, I'm kind of translating what I'm hearing into how I would translate it, because that's just what my brain does. But obviously I'm not localizing it, I'm translating it in my head. So then you read it and what you read is localized, right? Mind you, there was one translation, Nor 9, it felt so good because whenever I was reading that in English, it felt like my thoughts of when I hear the Japanese were put on the, like literally in my words on as sentences, and it felt so good. Anyway, back to the point. There are certain VAs that I really like, but other than those, the voice actor kind of gets in, like the words gets in the way and it slows my reading speed. So when there's no voice acting, I zip through games and it's a lot more efficient. Gotta keep him alive, easy. I don't like audiobooks for this reason. I have my own voice in my head. I've never listened to an audiobook since like when I was a child. Unless it's an autobiography or memoir. I have heard good things about the Poirot audiobooks because a lot of the Poirot books are narrated from Hastings' perspective, and so when you watch like the series, it's Hastings, right? Apparently the audiobook is voiced by the actor who plays Hastings, so if you've watched the series, it kind of links. What if the VA is in English? Do you have that issue too? Yeah, because they're still speaking and I can't concentrate. If the VA is in English and then I'm reading Japanese, same thing. Oh wow, that's really interesting to hear someone who does not naturally comprehend the language versus English localization. It's kind of like, because I was brought up with both languages, whenever there's one and the words of another, you automatically read and listen at the same time, and if it's not like this, it kind of feels a bit uncomfortable, and it's not going to be because localization obviously makes it more sort of relatable and easier for those who are reading it in English to feel when they're reading it, right? So naturally it's not going to be the same most of the time. Like it is, but it's a little bit different and it's so frustrating. But it's the same even when I'm reading it in English and the voice acting is English, it's still someone talking in my ear while I'm reading, so then it reduces my, like, it increases the time spent for me to finish that game, finish reading it. Which is why when I have the music off, I will go through it really quickly. But then, I don't know, part of the charm of otome games are like the voice acting, right? So, you know, it feels wrong to turn the sound off. And there are some voice actors that I really like. So yeah, why are you looking into that? Well, because everyone's talking about it. Is that the only reason why? I have my reasons for looking into it, but I'm not going to tell you just because you asked me out of nowhere. Like, I find Tota's voice actor makes Tota sound like she's grumpy all the time.
あなたがニューシードヘラルドのウォッチャーだって言われただけで本当のところは何も知らないし、しかも今話しかけられてまだ数分だからね。
You just said, like, she sounds like she's huffing after every sentence, which it could just be her character, but I do find it funny. You just said you're the watcher from the New Seek Herald, but I don't really know anything about you. I only know you from a few minutes of conversation.
確かに、本当だ。
That much is true, yes. Mary got no prompt time. I still remember when she was like, I play with the music off. That made me laugh. I think it's because there was something on Twitter or something. Someone like self-righteous person was saying how it's rude to turn the voice, like to skip the voice acting, and you should literally listen to every line from start to finish and all of this. And I was like, I think that's taking it a bit far. And Mary was like, well, I play it without the sound at all. I'm like, oh, I see. The so-called watcher hops off the bench and cheerfully offers his hand. Would you tell me if we get to know each other better? Like Stardew Valley? Sure. I take his hand and he squeezes back harder than I expected. Oh, he's so happy here. Oh my god, this is creepy now. He's staring. What is it? Your eyes are familiar. My eyes? Can't remember from where though. Oh well. If it's important, I'll remember it sooner or later. His smile is adorable. So contrasting to his like stare, you know. Fancy I had to turn the music down playing Hakuoki because it was overpowering the VAs, especially Kazuma who is whispering. I think it is blasphemy that Mary does that at the same time though. Yeah, I think for me the music really adds to the emotions. So I wouldn't ever take the music away. The voice actors, it's like I prefer the fact I would rather a game had voice acting, obviously, because then I have the option to have it on or off. Normally I have it on like the whole time because it does add to it. But when there's no voice acting, I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a quick read. That's so extreme. The settings are adjustable so people can customize their preference. Twitter people. I know people on Twitter get so like fiery over the most obscure things, and it makes me laugh because like when you're in that otome Twitter space, you start getting used to seeing these extreme opinions. But I took a break where I just wasn't on Twitter at all for like a couple of months, and I came back and I was like, why are these people arguing about that? It feels so like, do you have like too much time on your hands or something? I do have the music at the very minimum because loop music is just so migraine triggering, and I had one character in code realize that I was this close to mute forever. Which one's that? Impy? I'm joking. I hate when there's one character who's whispering and the next one's speaking. Yeah, because then you have to adjust literally all the volumes. What are you doing? Can't you see? I'm wiping off the bench. I had my shoes on it. I see. I didn't imagine he'd be the kind to care about that. You're wondering why I sat like that in the first place, aren't you? Well, yeah, kinda. I like this character, he's kind of funny. He's got a bit of like the Fushigi-chan vibe, which for those who don't know what that is, Fushigi means strange in Japanese, and chan is like, you know, the thing you add after someone's name when they're kind of cute and stuff. So Fushigi-chan, and it's when a character's a little bit kind of not quite normal. They do things where you're like, that sort of character. If you knew their blood type, likelihood is that they're AB. That sort of thing. That's exactly, literally whispering Kazuma versus Loud Nagakura. Dazai in Charade Maniacs was making me mad with how low he was. I couldn't hear him. He really did whisper, Dazai. No, the secondary character, I don't remember his name, but it's the one screaming all the time and a bit crazy, Nemo. Oh god, I hated Nemo screaming. I got off 20 years ago. Reddit and Discord are more tolerable for me in doses. Yeah, I like Discord the most. Discord is my safe space, I would say. Apart from when, like, so it hasn't happened in a while, but when there's like a user that I really don't like for personal reasons and they appear and it's like, now it's no longer my safe space even though the server belongs to me. It hasn't happened in ages though. Watcher is annoying but also interesting. AB are the weirdos and I love them. Raise AB and it makes me so happy. I don't know why. I mean, if I'd have just sat next to you, I'd be too close, right? Gotta be aware of people's personal space. Right, but I think you're already a little too close for comfort in terms of personal space. In that case, how about this? His face. He's so creepy. I love it though. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm not really bothered by this sort of thing. Yeah? That's good. Then I'll be seeing you around. Huh? Yeah, see you. What a strange person. I wonder what his deal is. Is he really the new Sieg Herald's watcher? Whoa! I didn't notice, but it's almost time for the meeting. I hurriedly stuffed my things into my bag and ran off. Welcome back, Susan! This park has reminded me of Chicago more than New York City. And then earlier, with the palm trees, it gave us, like, California vibes. Oh my god, I skipped all of Nemo's dialogue and could realize I couldn't take his obnoxious loud voice. He was just nuts, that character. The new office of the new Sieg Today's editorial department is bright, clean, and smells of new carpets. The office I'd visited until now was an old building with a loud, bulky AC unit. And I also like how the backgrounds move in this game. This looks like the kind of fancy office you'd see in a movie. Today is my second time coming to this office. Last time I was here was during a job with Cody. I'm really happy Cody became a senior editor for a magazine, but I'm sad to see her go. Plus, a change in editors is pretty nerve-wracking. With the New Sieg Today becoming a digital-only newspaper, my Sunday column became a bi-weekly thing. I came up with a few ideas, hoping to get a slot in the online newspaper. None of them got officially approved, and I was only ever told that they were not bad. My column in the Sunday edition is getting good reviews, but apparently it's too lacking in novelty to make it to the online edition. My people observation skills are well regarded, but I was straight up told that I need more entertainment value in my articles to get people to want to read them. It's break time right now, so the lounge area is full of people, and it's more crowded than the last time I was here. That's The Familiar Lawyer, that one TV show that's all the rage recently. I see a popular TV show being played on a screen set on the far wall. There have been lots of foreign shows on streaming services recently too. You can even watch movies on your phone not long after they come out in theatres. Knowing I can watch stuff at any time means I never actually watch things, but I'd hurry to the theatre if a movie was about to stop airing. Everyone says this show is really good, but since I can watch it whenever, I somehow never find the time to do it. Would Limbo like a courtroom drama show like this? Ah, yes! As I look at the screen absent-mindedly, a staff member calls out to me. Are you looking for someone? Oh, I'm waiting for a meeting here, but the lounge's counter is packed with people.
そちらのソファはまだ少しスペースがありますので、よかったらおかけください。
I'm so sorry. We do have a lot of visitors today. Oh, there's still space on the sofa over there. You can take a seat there if you'd like.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you. The screen is moving in the background. That's cool. I thought it was still picture. Yeah, a lot of the backgrounds in this game move in some way or another, which is pretty cool. The area is lined with colourful sofas. There's a lot of people here too, so there's only one empty space. I take a seat. Oh, we got the influencer.
ああ、ごめんなさい。今ここしか席が空いてないみたいで。
He's got the same colour that I would love to have and dye my hair, even though it probably would not suit me with my very dark eyebrows. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the only open spot.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. The man sitting next to me glances at me for a moment, but remains silent and looks down at his phone. I hope I'm not bothering him. He looks kind of familiar. I'm guessing a lot of talents come to a publisher like this. I shouldn't stare. What wrong? I look away from the guy beside me and try to sit as quietly as possible. I still have some time until my meeting with the editor-in-chief. I should go over my proposal one more time while I have some coffee. I suddenly recall the last time I spoke with the editor-in-chief. She's not a scary person, but since she is very clear and concise, she comes off as really strict. I know I shouldn't get so nervous around her, but just thinking about it makes me anxious. I might not have her as my editor anymore, but maybe I should give Cody a call? Ask for advice? Who's Cody? I don't remember that character. Never pick the easy way. Never pick the easy way. The man next to me sniffs noisily. Glancing to the side, I see him shift his body, like he's trying to distance himself from me. I don't smell like sweat, do I? I did run really hard to get here. I think I'm fine. Ah, it's the editor-in-chief.
あ、はい、もしもし。
Yes, hello?
お疲れ様。もしかしてもうオフィスにいる？
Hello? Are you at the office already?
あ、はい。ラウンジにいます。
Ah, yes, I'm at the lounge.
あ、ごめんなさい。実は前の打ち合わせが長引いちゃって、まだそっちに戻れそうにないのよ。今ちょっとこのまま電話で話してもいいかしら？
This influencer reminds me of the boyfriend in the manga My Androgynous Boyfriend. Like, looks-wise, I thought he kind of looks like a K-pop idol. Yes, sorry for the delay. My previous meeting ended up dragging, so I don't think I'll be back at the office for a while. Would you mind doing it over the phone?
あ、わかりました。じゃあテレビ電話の方がいいですよね。
Alright. I should switch it to a video call, right?
そうね。顔を見て話をしたいわ。
Yes, let's talk face to face. It should be bright if I face it this way. I switch the phone to its front-facing camera.
あら？ユノも一緒だったの？
Huh? Yuno's with you?
あ、ユノ？
Huh? Yuno?
はい。
Yes. I turn around upon hearing a voice behind me. It's the man sitting next to me. Our eyes meet and we both look at each other, puzzled. I show the man my phone screen and he waves enthusiastically at it. I guess this demo is kind of showcasing all the side characters at the moment, maybe? That could be why I'm bored, because I know they're all, like, not available. Yeah, looks-wise, Volume 1 cover looks just like him with the pink hair. Huh. Interesting.
あ、編集長。こんにちは。
Oh, Editor-in-Chief. Hello.
元気そうね。撮影かしら？
I see you're doing well. Here for a shoot?
はい。ちょうどさっき終わったところで。
Yes, we just finished.
あなたたちが知り合いなら話は早いわ。あなたにユノを紹介しようと思ってたの。
You two knowing each other makes things easier. I wanted to introduce you to Juno.
私たち別に知り合いというわけじゃ。
I wouldn't say we know each other.
ねえユノ。前に電子版のコーナーを持たないかって話をしたの。覚えてる？
So, remember how I offered you a corner in our online edition?
覚えてますけど。でも僕、文章は書けないので。
I remember that, yeah. I told you I wasn't any good at writing though.
だからそこにいる彼女が文章を書くのよ。
Which is why we'll have her write the text for you. See, that would have been a perfect love interest opportunity for this lovely looking character. But no, they have to take that away from us. Sorry. It's always with the side characters that have so much potential.
私ですか?
Huh? Me?
そう。今 SNS で大人気のアクロバットパフォーマーユノ。SNS だけじゃ見えない素顔をニューシーグトゥデイの電子版で連載するの。
Oh, his cute little
これで
face.
若者の読者を獲得できるわ。
Yes, for Yuno, the acrobat performer who's all the rage on social media right now. The new Seek today wants to write about his day-to-day life, stuff you don't see on social media.
いや、私、今日は電子版の企画書を持ってきたんですけど。
I brought proposals for the online edition today.
メールで送ってくれた企画書よね。あれはいいわ。音声通話に切り替えて。
The ones you emailed me? About that, alright. Let's switch to a voice call for a second.
はい。
Yes.
どれも悪くはないわ。特に学生と大人をつなぐリレーインタビューはなかなか面白そうね。でも、あなたがやりたいと思ってる企画とは思えなかったわ。
Your proposals weren't bad. The relay interview connecting students and adults was especially nice. But it doesn't feel like what you want to write.
あなたが書きたいわけじゃないけど、電子版ニューシーグトゥデイに合いそうなネタを探してきた。そうでしょ?
You're not interested in writing on these topics, but you picked something that would fit the new Seek today's style, right?
それは。
Well,
面白いかどうかは読者が決める。それでも、少なくともあなたが面白いと思って書いた原稿じゃなければ、誰も楽しめないわ。
don't be shy, give us side character routes like Column Alice Unlimited did. Well, this is the thing. When a fan disc gives me routes that I wanted in the first game but didn't get, I am more likely to buy that fan disc. Like, so you've got Radiant Tail that gave us Leanne and Genia. And, Genia route was actually quite good. I haven't played Leanne yet, but... And there's, of course, the Birushana FD. That one was an immediate purchase for me because the one side character that I absolutely adored was in that. But then I googled him for an Otome game video and then saw a major spoiler CG and it put me off of playing the game, and I haven't played it in a long time because of that. So, you know, but I'm definitely more prone to buying Otome games, like fan discs, if there's like fresh content as opposed to just, oh, here we go, same character, they're just totally in love, if you know what I mean. Sue?
あなたに書いてほしいものは私たち編集者が選んで渡すことはできる。
Editorial.
私があなたに聞いているのはあなたが書きたいものなのよ。
Editorial could ask you to work on something we want you to write, but what I asked you is to give me something you want to write about.
はい。
Of course.
それじゃもう一度テレビ電話に切り替えてくれる？ユノにも話したいの。
In that case, could you switch back to a video call? I need to talk to Yuno too.
わかりました。
Alright. I switch it to a video call and hold up my phone so the man next to me is visible too. He looks at the screen, grins and waves.
ユノはうちの雑誌だけじゃなくて、新しく立ち上げたチャンネルにも多く出演してくれてるの。個人発信の SNS だけじゃ見えない。素顔のユノを紹介していく連載よ。
Yuno isn't just featured in our magazines, he appears in our newly launched channel too. We want a serial of articles that shows off a more day-to-day side you don't see on stream.
その連載をあなたにお願いしたいの。どうかしら。
And we want you to write that serialization. What do you say? I can't help but wonder if this guy's life is more interesting in the, what do you call it, in his... Let me start that sentence again. I can't help but wonder whether, like, streamers' actual lives are interesting to watch, because I feel that a lot of streamers do up their energy, up their attempts at being entertaining and stuff, and then you look at them in real life and they're like really ordinary. So I don't know. I wonder if it would be like that with this character as well. Sash chart? Oh man, this is why I try to avoid the automate algorithm on YouTube because of the CG spoilers from playthroughs and the thumbnails. I hate that. And sometimes people use like late game CGs for reviews as well. And I'm like, what are you doing? It just feels so wrong, you know? I understand that CGs tend to get more attention, but pick out like the promotional CGs, you know? Like what? I have seen some like full-on kiss CGs from like 3/4 of the way into the route, and I'm like, just why? Okay, yeah, I know why. It's to gain more views, but it's just so inconsiderate for the otome gamers who don't want to see spoilers, you know? Sorry, ran over. And we want you to write that serialization. What do you say? You want me?
ええ。あなた自身の持ち込み企画は別にして。これは私が編集者としてあなたに書いてほしい記事よ。人間観察の目でユノを書いてほしいの。
Yes, aside from your personal proposals, these are articles I, as editor-in-chief, would like you to write. I want you to write about Yuno using your observation skills. You just gotta read faster before spoilers come. I don't have, like, I'm unable to just play the game that just released. I've got, like, my whole backlog to tackle. Also, sometimes I don't feel like the game that's just been released, so then if I read it, I'll end up with otome burnout. I'll never forgive that person who put the bad end CG of Nicola's route in an OST video. Ah, oh no, and his bad ending is really good as well. Oh, that sucks. It really puts you off of playing the game, right? Because you're like, well, now I know what happens, so... You know who's sitting next to me looks at me with large eyes. Alright, I'd love to do it.
話がまとまってよかったわ。うん、そろそろ行かなくちゃ。じゃあ、詳しくは後で2人に連絡するわね。
Yes, they clearly did because it made Ilisu very sad. And it hurts those who love her to... I don't know where I'm going with this. That's settled then. Oh, I need to get going. I'll contact both of you later to hash out the details then. We both talked to the editor-in-chief, but I still haven't properly introduced myself to him. I'm Tota, a writer. I extend my hand for a shake, and Yuno looks at it curiously. He wipes his hand on his jacket sleeve and gently rubs my hand. I find it funny when people wipe their hand before shaking yours. Like, I probably wouldn't have noticed your sweaty palms, but now I'm thinking about it.
僕はユノです。ユノアイア国家。
I'm Yuno. Yuno Ayakoka. He looks like he has more to say, but instead goes quiet, his eyes darting around nervously. See, on streams and, you know, things like that, he puts on an act, so he's like entertaining and stuff, but in reality, he's clearly like the super nervous type that doesn't know what to say. I feel like it's pretty dramatic to not forgive someone for that, lol. Yeah, I haven't played any of the other bad end because of that, because I'm trying to have it as erased from my memory, but from what I remember, the CG was pretty clear with what was happening in the... Yeah. I feel like it's pretty dramatic to not forgive someone for that. Oh, I don't know, Fancy. It's the little things that make you more mad than the big things, sometimes. Like, I hold grudges, you know? Like, really hold grudges. It's not, I'll forget, I'll forget, but wait, what's it again? Oh yeah, it's not I'll forgive, but never forget. For me, it's I'll forget, but never forgive. Like, I might forget the emotions and forget the fact that it happened, maybe, or like the memories are fainter, but I'm not gonna forgive them. Like, if I remember it, I go, ah, yeah, I remember that. I mean, now bro has jelly on his clothes. Just get napkin. And I didn't know that person, but I still hope for karma for them. I hope they get spoiled. Oh man, I wish that karma was real. Like the English version, Western version, even. Yeah, I'm pretty V2. I'm a petty V2. Oh, so you suffer as well. It sucks being a petty bitch because in the end you end up being the one that suffers. Oh god. You don't forget and you but see, I just don't really understand how you can forgive someone but never forget the action, because the fact that you never forget it means you're still like thinking about it, which to me I mean, yeah, I guess it just isn't for me. The saying doesn't fit me, so that's why I don't truly understand it. And the way I see it is, if someone's done something that is horrible, why should I forgive them? I'd rather they went off on their life and I went off on mine and we have nothing to do with each other. Hopefully you suffer as much as I did in some way or another. Kidney stones or something. But that's it type of thing, you know? I initiated the handshake on reflex. Maybe he doesn't like the tradition or something. I look down at our hands and Yuno hurriedly pulls his back. I'm sorry, I just really reek of sweat. What is this guy? He hurriedly wipes his hand on his jacket. Bless him. I think what it is for me to forgive someone, they need to do something that justifies that forgiveness. Luli, I think Fancy misbehaved as she clicked a big spoiler on the Bustafellows channel and she has not finished the game. Oh, her finger slipped. You see, when you sat down next to me earlier, I thought I must really stink. I came here straight out of a photo shoot, so I bet I smell terrible. Bless him. Mr. Yuno sniffs his clothes over and over in a few places. He looks, see, I accidentally clicked the button. Now I don't know what it said, but I can't go back because there's no history thing. Mr. Yuno looks really nervous. What can I say to calm him down? I probably saw just as bad. I'm definitely going for that. Hehe. Hehe, that's what got you all nervous? I bet I reek of sweat just as bad as you. Huh? I missed the subway on the way here, so I had to run. I used paper towels to put myself down in the bathroom earlier. Really? He finally cracks a smile. I've heard of you by name before, Mr. Yuno, but it's our first time meeting in person, right? I know your name too, Teuta. Honestly, I don't really read the paper much, but you see how they have the Sunday issue here? Whenever I come for a shoot, I read it while I have tea at the lounge. I always thought the column writer had to be really kind and caring, so I'm happy to meet the real deal.
そうなんですか?
No, but now I hope Irisu gets a karma. Oh man, oh, if only it was real. Is that so? Hearing that he's read my column naturally makes me smile. Mr. Yuno, however, looks at me and pouts for some reason.
僕、敬語で話されるの苦手だから、普通に話してよ。さんとかいらないし。
I'm no good with acting all formal and stiff, so let's be casual. You don't have to call me Mr.
じゃあ、お互い様ってことで。
Alright, it goes both ways then.
OK、テウタ。よろしくね。
Okay, Teuta, it's nice to meet you.
そういえば、飲み物は良かったの？さっきドリンクのメニュー見てなかった？
By the way, weren't you thinking of getting a drink? You were looking at the drink menu earlier, right?
ああ、そうだった。
Oh, right. I pick up the menu sitting on the table again.
何にする？僕がもらってくるよ。
What do you want to get? I'll buy it for you.
ああ、そんな。
Huh? No, I couldn't.
今日は撮影だったから、ドリンクチケットたくさんもらったんだ。
I just had a photo shoot today. They gave me tons of drink tickets. Yuno shows off a bundle of tickets for employees here. I don't think I ever got a single one of those.
じゃあ、アイスコーヒー、ごちそうになってもいい？
Can I ask you to get me an iced coffee then?
もちろん、ごちそうします。なんてね。
Of course. Ask and you shall receive. Hehe. Yuno flashes a smile and runs over to the counter. He's a really cute guy. I only heard of him because he's gained so much popularity on social media, but he's really laid back and easy to talk to. He must be around my age. I need to look into what makes him so popular and figure out which direction to approach the article from.
それ、僕見ちゃいけないやつ？
Can I take a look in there? Yuno comes back carrying 2 drinks and hands me one.
ありがとう。ああ、これは私の取材メモだよ。別に見られて困るものはないけど、ただのメモだし。
Thanks. Oh, this is just my notepad for articles. I don't mind you looking, but it's just some notes. Yuno takes off his cup's cap and pours 2 sachets of coffee sugar into it. I thought he would be the sugar type. It's cotton candy boy. Oh, I see what you mean now, Jules.
ちょっと待って。それはアイスコーヒーでしょ？甘くしたいならシロップ入れた方がいいんじゃない？
You got iced coffee too, right? If you wanted it to be sweet, you could have asked them to put syrup in it.
僕、これが好きなんだ。溶けてないお砂糖が下の方にこうやって溜まるでしょ？それをストローで吸ってジャリジャリするの。
Ugh. I prefer it this way. All the sugar that doesn't melt gathers at the bottom, right? I like sucking it up with a straw and chewing on it. Oh my gosh. Oh, and I just realized he like the CG's blink and stuff. That's pretty cool. What is a drink ticket? I'm non-call. I'm guessing it's a ticket that they give to employees that they can then exchange for a drink for free. Just my guess. Oh. I see the straw poke his face. Yuno hurriedly pushes the straw back.
見た。
Did you see that?
見た。
Sure did. Yuno chuckles sheepishly. I'm so sad these characters don't get a root.
それで、さっきの話、本当にやるの？
So, about what she said earlier, are you really going to do it?
さっきの話？
What do you mean?
僕の記事、連載で書いてくれるって話だよ。
Write a series of articles about me. They blink in CGs now. Yeah, I like it. Well, I'm getting too sleepy. I need to go. Good night, everyone. Okay, Lisu. Well, thank you for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you again. See ya!
もちろん。だって編集長にやるって言っちゃったし。あー、でも、気を悪くしないで聞いてね。
Oh, of course. The editor-in-chief asked me to do it. After all. But first I'm gonna say something, and please don't take it the wrong way.
何？
What?
私、ユノが SNS ですごく人気な人で、お仕事はスタントマンやってるってことくらいしか知らなくて。
All I really know about you is that you're popular on social media and that you work as a stunt double.
へえ、ちょっ とショックかも。
Oh, that's a bit of a shocker. This is so like, oh, bless him.
なんてね。僕芸能人ってわけじゃないし、フォロワーが多いだけだもん。
Well, not really. I'm not exactly a celebrity or anything. I just have a lot of followers.
僕もね、実は君のコラム1個しか読んだことないのに、結構読んでるってちょっと持って言った。
And honestly, I only read one of your columns. I know I said I read them all the time, but that was a bit of an exaggeration.
そうなんだ。
Really?
字読むの苦手で、ここで見てるのはいつもファッション誌ばっかりだよ。
I don't like reading, so I only read the fashion magazines when I come here.
あ、でも名前を覚えてたのは本当だよ。正直者の比率っていうやつ、すごく印象に残ってたから。
Oh, but I really did recognize your name. Your article, The Ratio of Honesty, left a strong impression on me. Oh, thanks for that, is what she said, I think.
それじゃあ僕はそろそろ行くね。今度会うのは記事の打ち合わせとか？
I should get going then. We'll meet up about the articles later, alright?
ああ、そうだそうだ。
Oh, right, that reminds me. I take out a business card. I had new ones made recently.
連絡先を教えてもらったから必要はないかもだけど、一応もらってくれる？なんか名刺あった方がかっこいいし。
I already gave you my number, so you don't really need this, but would you take it anyway? Having a business card feels kind of formal and cool.
ありがとう。僕は名刺はないんだけど、代わりに君のアカウントをフォローさせてくれる？
Thanks. I don't have a business card to give you, but can I follow your account instead?
いいよ。私ほとんどニュースとか見てるだけだけど。
Sure. I mostly use it to browse the news, though.
後でメッセ入れといてね。絶対だよ。
Message me later, okay? With that, Yuno waves and runs over to a crossing that's about to have its lights change. Just before he disappears into the crowd, he turns around and waves at me again. He really has a lot of followers. Wait, huh? Yuno's 25? I thought for sure he'd be younger than me, but he's 3 years older. I should check his page again later. And I think I'm going to... Oh?
アレックスってすぐ卒業資格を取れちゃいそうなの。そしたら次は大学選びでしょ。そのうち車が欲しいとか言うんだわ。
Oh, I hear my favorite character.
でもしかして寮とか入っちゃう？やだ！そんなの寂しすぎるわ。寮のない大学探さなきゃ。
Oh my gosh, Carmen! My favorite character. But I'm going to end this stream here because I think this is the kind of game that I need to take my time, and like especially because the common route is so long that I just feel like I don't know. I think a lot of people who have watched my videos, whether it be the Bustafellows review or whether it be like any otome game video that I mentioned Bustafellows, will know that it was not like my favorite game because it just, I guess it wasn't really to my taste. It's a bit like how I'm not really interested in action movies. Typically, it's like that. This just isn't really my genre, but it is really popular. So if you're even a little bit curious, I would highly recommend checking it out, especially the demo because I've only played like 2 hours worth. But yeah, I'm looking forward to those who have been waiting for this game to be released. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and hopefully I will see you in another one of my streams or videos. Bye!